Dark Spectre Design Works. We make it. Howdy, folks. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Ursa Major Bath figure. This was, I think it's called like Iron Man Wave. I really had no interest in any of the figures, and Dorkside offers the option of ordering just the bath. Usually it sells out pretty quick, but I was able to secure it, and he came in the other day, so figure we'll take a look. I'm also going to be customizing him, and I'm going to turn him into the Demon Bear from New Mutants. I'm not very familiar with Ursa Major, but, giant humanoid bear, whatever you want to call him, creature is always awesome, and a little bit more familiar with New Mutants, not horribly, but I enjoyed the movie. Still got to check out the comics, but I thought he would be a pretty easy, fun custom. So what I'll probably do is give him a heavy black wash. I'm going to leave some of the brown probably exposed. We'll see how it goes. Do some dry brushing, paint his eyes red, maybe give him some blood in his mouth, give him some white claws. But bear with me. And we'll take a look at him as is first, just in case you don't care about the customizing. You can at least get a look at the bath. He's pretty frickin' fantastic. They actually painted his claws, I'm surprised. Eyes are nice and clean, some black eyeshadow. Look at his chompers. Painted his tongue. Even did some... Wow, I don't know how well that's going to come across, but they actually gave him a wash on the roof of his mouth. I love animals and wildlife and all that stuff, and bears have a very gross roof of their mouth, so it's pretty accurate. And this shoulder piece, I don't know if I like it or not. It is separate, so I'll take it off here in a minute. Does impede articulation, or looks a little goofy when you move him around, so. He's got some nice shadowing, some airbrush work, the darker brown. Really nice fur texturing. There's his footsies. Not much detail there, but he does have a peg hole. Take a look at his back. Even though back lives don't matter, but some bear bum. So yeah, he's pretty good. Looks fantastic. I don't like having to play these games with bath figures. It's a pain in the butt, especially if you don't want any of the other figures. But, I mean, for this character, big monstery bear, I had to get him. So, let's pop his shoulder piece off. Take a look without it. I kind of like it without it. I don't know. I don't know how I feel. I think if I glue it down, it'll be a little bit better, but I don't know if I really want to do that, because then it's more permanent. Not permanent, but if I try to take it off, I'll probably rip the peg, or I'll have glue marks and stuff, so I'll see as I customize them what I'm going to do. But we'll take a look at his articulation real quick. His head. Ball peg in there. Get some decent up and down. He's kind of hunched, so it's not really side to side, but if you tweak it enough, you can kind of get some decent movement on there. Arms are on a ball peg, or hinge and swivel. I always forget. Yeah, I think this is a hinge and swivel. light detents. And go all the way up. Let's see. Down about that far. In about that far. You got a single jointed elbow, which actually has some texture on it. That's always nice. Pinless joints, which I am a huge fan of. Nice and clean looking. You got swivels on his paws. Go down. Oh, it's kind of ugly like that, but down that far. Back that far. Rotate all the way around. Get a diaphragm cut. Forward about that far. Not great, but I mean, for something like this, I'm not going to complain. Back a lot, but then bear gut pops out. Drinking too much beer. Let's see, nothing at the waist. Let's see, hips go out that far. Go for, oh, there's detents in there. You can go forward about that far. Kicks to the side a little bit, but no, not a big deal. Back. Not really at all. Let me show you this here. Here, yep. That. Oh, detented knees. Single joint, but gets you a little farther than 90. But these do have pins, which kind of stinks, but maybe I'll fill them in. We'll see. Ankles go all the way up, way back, and a rocker. So yeah, for such a big, hairy character, he moves around pretty damn good. No real complaints. Let's try to make him... But let's try to make him a little cooler. So yeah, basically what I did was start off with a heavy black wash. Wanted the black to adhere a little bit better, so I didn't use any water or IPA, isopropyl alcohol, or anything like that. Typically I would dilute it, but I want it to be pretty heavy. And then, nothing too crazy. Hit it with some gray dry brushing just to pop out some highlights. Also hit it with some brown. I was just going to initially just shoot them with straight black and take it from there, but I wanted some of the brown to show through, so... For his head, detailed up his teeth and mouth a little bit. Painted his eyes red, obviously. Did his nails, painted them white to kind of match the source material. Hit that with some blacks, browns, and grays just so it wasn't straight white. And then went over his eyes, nose, lips, and mouth with some clear nail polish. And then for the drool, just use a little bit of hot glue. The hot glue is pretty weak on its own and is probably just going to snap or disintegrate over time because it's so thin. So I just go over it a little bit with some more clear nail polish. Let's take a quick comparison look here. Mr. Bear is about 7.5 inches tall. So he's a little shorter than Wendigo, who's about 8 1/4-ish. And then Magic, who is just under 6. So. And now for some enchanting photos for you. Yeah, I've got a proper custom Wolfsbane coming soon. Keep your eyes peeled. That's just a Polaris body with the Moonstar parts. And yeah, that's about it. Pretty simple, but pretty happy with the results. He's a little creepier looking now. Looks a little bit more Demon Bear-esque. And yeah, if you enjoyed, do the YouTube thing. Have a fan-frickin-tastic day. Thanks for watching. Bye!